Hello, it's Mike
And Tom.
and Tom from the Run Testers. We are in a pretty sunny Inverness. We are here.
Surprisingly sunny.
Yeah,
Inverness. I was expecting much worse.
we've layered up probably when we shouldn't have. We are here, for the Loch Ness 10k, not the marathon. The marathon runners have already kind of kicked off. We are going to be testing a bunch of kit. I think the main thing we're going to be talking about, or testing really, is the Hoka Mach 5. Now, Tom, what are you kind of looking for from this shoe? Have you raced in it? What kind of running have you done?
Well, this is the interesting thing really. I've never raced in the Mach 5. I've done a lot of interval sessions in it. So I'm interested to see how. I don't think I've raced in a non-carbon shoe for quite a while actually, so it's going to be an interesting test for it.
Yeah, I think for me, I've done a lot of quicker runs in the Hoka Mach 4, but I haven't raced in the Hoka Mach 5 either. So I think, just really seeing what it's like in terms of kind of picking. We're not going full out. We've got Chicago Marathon next week, so we'll probably be kind of taking it easy. We'll still be, and same for me really. Just seeing what it's like racing with, because I've never raced with the Mach 4 or the Mach 5. So that's going to be the main thing we're going to be looking at. Other stuff, I'm going to be testing out the AirPods Pro 2. Main thing for me, obviously, if it's going to stay put. The design is kind of very similar to, almost identical to the original AirPods Pro. The noise cancellation is supposed to be better. The sound is supposed to be bigger and kind of bolder as well. And also just checking out what the battery life is as well. I will be also using the Apple Watch Ultra and the Garmin Epic. So I don't have a heart rate monitor track strap, so I won't be looking at the heart rate stuff, but we'll look at the accuracy from a GPS point of view and see what the battery life drop off is for a kind of 10k race. Tom, have you got anything else?
The only thing I'm testing is the Shokz Openrun minis. So I tested the Openruns out a while ago, but these are the significantly smaller version of them. So you can see how these do, and then that's about it really.
Well, there you go. And time-wise, Tom, you've got a time on, or you just get out there and just enjoy it?
Well, my hardest thing is going to be is going for a lower time. So I should really be go through about 42.
Yeah.
But I might get a bit excited and try and get under 40, which I shouldn't be doing. So my aim is to get about 42. That would be successful.
So for me, take it easy. Like I say, we're not doing anything stupid for Chicago next week. So that's the kit we're testing. We'll let you know how we get on with the run, and how we get on with the kit that we're testing as well. So we'll see you later on. Yeah. See ya. Right, we are done. Loch Ness 10k in the bag. Let's talk about the run first. Tom, how'd you get on? How did you find it? Did you stick to your plan?
I almost stuck to my plan. I got a little bit excited. It was actually quite a fast course. There's some hills in it, but I think the net gain is beneficial. I think you end up with a lot more downhill than uphill.
Yeah.
So the first 5k, I got a little bit overexcited, hit a couple of sub 4 kilometres, which I wasn't meant to do.
Yeah.
And then sort of maintained it in the last bit, but I ended up with 40 I think, which is okay. I went a bit too excited, but I'm happy with it.
Yeah, I think obviously we are meant to be taking it easy. We've got a week to the marathon. It's probably our last longish run, I guess, before Chicago.
Yeah.
But actually, it feels like a nice course to go quick on, as Tom said, there's a lot of kind of nice downhill bits, and I was trying not to get carried away. I did kind of 41 something, 41, 40, 30, I think. So again, probably not as quick as I thought I was going to go, but I kind of really enjoyed that. Enjoyed the downhill parts. It's a nice finish back in. You can get a nice little sprint out, and yeah, I enjoyed it actually. I think if we were probably going for it, we probably would have got run pretty quicker. It was kind of a very nice course overall. So in terms of the kit, and obviously we'll start with the shoes, I think it's the main thing for us because both of us were wearing the Hoka Mach 5. Tom, how did you get on racing in Hoka Mach 5? Because I haven't run in a Mach.
I love them. I've not raced in non-carbon plate shoes in about 2 years, maybe more. And recently I've been doing a lot of intervals and he's really enjoying it. I think I can go. I could probably knocked off a minute or two. If I'd PB'd on that course, I think if I didn't have carbon shoes, I would easily significantly PB'd more. So I think they're still lacking when you compare them with something like the Saucony Endorphin Pro 3s. But for a traditional feel, non-carbon plate shoe, I think they're a lovely natural feel. I think they feel very comfortable on the feet. And I could go very fast. I felt like I could pick up the pace quite nicely. How about you?
Yeah, I think the same. I think my feelings haven't reached. It's the first race I've done in a pair of Mach shoes, and I think like it almost misses that little bit of zip that you want in kind of race conditions. But you can. The ride is nice and smooth, I would say. I think I always find when I put on the Machs, they feel initially a little bit tight for me, but I think out on the kind of run and racing today, they felt absolutely fine from a fit point of view. And yeah, I ran pretty good. I felt good in them. I felt you can run very consistent in these shoes. There's a little bit of wet on the course, but grip wise, I've never really had issues with the Mach shoes from that point of view. So for me, I probably wouldn't race in them again.
Just show this.
Look what's happened. We've been interrupted.
It's not often you get interrupted with bagpipes. Let's move to another area.
We'll move to another area. All right, we're resuming after that little bagpipe interruption, and I think we were just saying, really, for me, I don't think it's the best racing shoe for me, the Mach 5, but I think you can race in it. I just think probably there are better options that give you a little bit more zip when you want it, kind of in those kind of in that scenario ultimately. But no, I enjoyed racing in it. If I had to race in it, I would again, but I probably wouldn't be my kind of top pick. Really.
If you're a runner who doesn't want to run in carbon plate shoes, and there are many of you out there who want to race in a non-carbon plate shoe, I think the Mach 5 is one of the best options. But its ultimate skill is its just ability to do lots of different stuff. We've done quite a few of the shakeout runs and stuff this weekend. It's been fantastic for those.
We did a park run. We did some nippy little park runs.
I bought that one pair of shoes here this weekend. We've probably done 3 types of run, and it's been fantastic for all of them. So I think that's the beauty of it. It's just a great all-rounder option.
Okay, so we've done the shoes. What else have we been testing? So Tom, you had your Shokz on. How did you find those? How did you get on with them?
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty much the same as the other Shokz open runs, but smaller. But I think the thing about these is, I don't have a particularly small head. I've got a fairly big head, as my mum often tells me. And I've been wearing the other Aftershocks for a while. When I picked up the Openrun Minis, I thought these are going to be too small for me because I'm not a man with a small head. Nick's got quite a small head. He's been testing them out as well, and he absolutely loves them.
You heard it here first, Nick with a small head.
But for me, there's still loads of space in them. So I mean, I would almost say that the Openrun Minis should be the normal ones, and then the Openrun should be the large versions, and maybe they even have a smaller version. But I think the fact that these are noticeably smaller and still quite comfortable, I would definitely, given the choice of the Open Runs or the Open Minis, I'd buy the Open Run Minis. They just feel lighter, smaller, and just a better option.
And the sound quality and awareness kind of side of things, in a race environment, pretty much similar to the other Shokz, you'd say?
Exactly the same. I mean, there's very little in terms of sound quality difference to nothing at all in comparison to the Open Run, because it's the same technology. The Open Run Pros we talked about, slightly better sound, a bit more to those. There isn't a mini version of the Open Run Pro, so hopefully there will be at some point. But exactly what you'd expect from Shokz headphones. But yeah, really like the size of them. It's a big improvement, I think. A
good race option, you'd say?
Fantastic race. I always race in Aftershocks. We've got Chicago next Sunday. I'll be wearing the Open Run Minis and testing them over marathon distance for battery life and stuff. So yes, I always use Shokz for big races.
Cool.
And then Mike, what have you been testing?
So I had the AirPods Pro 2. So I have raced in the AirPods Pro before, and I think the main thing is the design is pretty much identical to the original. The big things are the noise cancellation is basically better. I do actually like running with noise cancellation personally. I know people like to hear the race environment. I actually quite like, kind of blocking it out, and I think the noise cancellation for me definitely feels better than the first one. The sound as well feels a lot bigger than it does compared to the AirPods Pro. I think that, you know, there's been quite a big space between the AirPods Pro and the Pro 2, and I think obviously they've looked to improve the sound from, you know, the sound quality in terms of the power that you're getting here. Battery life, I think, was about 15% drop off with the ANC on, so pretty fine. I think, will I race with it in Chicago? I'm not 100% sure. I have liked them in that run, but I think ultimately I might stick with the Jaguars, which is pretty much what I've used in my training. The only other thing I was doing, I was testing the Apple Watch Ultra against the Garmin Epics, just to see how it would perform in a kind of race conditions. Kind of obviously a 10k run. The accuracy, I think, you know, generally about the same. I think the tracks look pretty similar in terms of what I saw. I think in terms of the drop off of battery life, it's pretty similar as well. The multi-band hits the Epics too as much as I think the strongest GPS kind of accuracy mode in the Apple Watch Ultra as well. They feel comfortable, nice big screens, nice colourful bright screen. So I mean, the Ultra is big, but it doesn't feel big to wear. So yeah, I think, you know, potentially I could run and feel confident running and racing with that watch. So yeah, for me, generally the other kit that I've used was absolutely pretty much spot on. No major issues in terms of my testing.
Yeah. Okay, so before we finish, Mike, you've done Loch Ness, you've done the marathon and the 10k now. Got any? I've not really got any tips because I've only done the 10k. But have you got any tips for anyone doing it next year?
I think
maybe?
so. A couple of things. I think all you have to realise is that, you know, the start, in terms of the start of the marathon, it can get pretty cold. You have to get a bus up to the top. You're kind of making your way back down to Inverness. I would definitely suggest taking some layers that you're kind of willing to throw away, because you might be standing around. There's not a lot of protection from the wind, and it will feel cold even if you normally get to the start of a race. So that would be my kind of biggest tip. The other thing I'd probably say of the kind of weekend itself. Now, we did a park run yesterday, and I think if you were doing the marathon and you were looking for a nice shakeout, there is a park run very close. It's the Torveen park run. It's a nice little quick park run. I think a really enjoyable one. I would suggest that it's a really nice one.
It's like a park that's been made for park run.
Yeah,
lovely little course.
It felt perfect. We did that yesterday. I think if you're looking for a little shakeout and you're here for the weekend, I would definitely suggest going to that, because I really enjoyed it, and that was a bit of a bonus for us to go out and do that yesterday. So those would be the key things for me. Making sure you take some kind of throwaway layers if you're doing the marathon, and if you're looking for a shakeout, kind of run the day before, go and do the park run. It's not far, and you can get back for breakfast as well. Okay, so I suppose the last thing to say is big thank you to Loch Ness Marathon for having us, and for Hoka for letting us come and join the team and take part in the 10k, and thanks for the soup, Loch Ness Marathon. You get a tin of Baxters soup at the end, gonna give that a go in a bit. That's not gonna fit in my little plastic bag. Don't think you can take soup in hand luggage. So yeah, that's it. Well, yeah, that is our 10k race test kind of verdict in Loch Ness. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you've got any questions about any of the kit we've tested, let us know in the comments. As always, like and subscribe, hit that little bell to find out about our latest videos, and yeah, see you for the next Run Testers video. Catch you next time.